Hello everyone, Pam DuBois with Dream Real Estate TV. I am so happy and grateful to have with me today John Taylor from the UK, and he's going to talk with us about real estate in the UK and what's going on there. John, first tell us the name of your company and a little bit of background information.
Yes, Pam. Hello to everybody as well. I hope everybody's well in these testing times at the moment, because they really are. My business is called Taylor Land, which is, we source a lot of land deals all over the UK. And locally, if we sell a local parcel of land, we will actually be retained to sell the new houses. So my business is twofold, really. We sell residential property, which is obviously second-hand sales. And we also sell brand new houses, which is obviously formed from the sites that we've sold on a local basis that we can cover in the area that I live in, called Bedfordshire. So yes, I mean, it's a good business. It was formally started by David Taylor, my late father, who passed away last October. So yes, but we've got a very good foothold locally in Bedfordshire for selling land and also property. So it's a good business. I've got 12 staff. And it's sort of a growing and expanding business now. So, but as we all know, things have slowed down a little bit, due to this horrendous pandemic all the way across the world. And I think nowadays people will think twice about meeting up in groups in the future. And I think the whole world's going to change. I think normality. What is normality? Right.
So what is the like in the US right now?
Yeah,
we're essential, so we're out there. There are people out there that's actually, we're showing properties differently. The gloves on, the mask on, all that. Is that the same as it is in the UK right now?
It is, but Boris Johnson obviously hasn't given us a sort of a lead time to turn around and say that we can actually perform viewing. So I think what you'll find, certainly with us, because we as a country are probably 2 or 3 weeks behind quite a few countries, because obviously a lot of countries locked down sort of earlier than what we did and what was anticipated. So there is a couple of viewings. I've got a few self-employed staff that are doing sort of remote viewings, very careful with all the protective gear, with the masks, with the gloves, and also the social distancing, because again, we can't have like 3 or 4 members of a family and also someone doing a viewing. So what I got our staff to actually do before the lockdown, so if someone's very interested in a property, we actually videoed that property.
Okay. Yeah.
So we had
it's pretty much the same here. Yeah.
So I think the video walk around virtual tour shows that the intentions of people that are very serious. So you can have the serious contenders, the serious people that want to view property.
Okay. Did you guys, like here we have offices, the real estate offices are basically on shutdown, so they're closed. Are you guys the same over there?
Exactly the same, but there's a lot of my staff, 9 of my staff, what they call furloughed. So they're basically being paid 80% of their wages by the government. So, and then, so basically they're not basically employed by me at the moment, but the view would be to take every one of those people on after this pandemic, when everybody can go back to work. And again, I think what you're going to find as well is that it's going to be skeleton staff, because you can't have 9 or 10 people in an office. So, it's going to be down to what's the busy part of our market at the moment. Is it residential? Is it the land side, the land division? Or is it the new home side? So again, it will be skeleton staff, and we'll be very, very careful how many people we have in the office at any one time at the moment.
Right. And obviously, I guess real estate has slowed down.
It certainly has slowed down. And I think because there's been a lot of people in agencies, the sort of big national agents, saying that the market's going to crash over here. I don't believe that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I believe there's going to be a large influx of people putting their houses on the market, because obviously people still need to move and want to move. They either downgrade, upsize, or they have a company move because they're moving out of the area. So I still feel that the market, I'm not saying the market price is going to rise and rise. I think it'll be a level plane, which will be good. The interest rates are the lowest they've ever been over in this country for many, many, many years. And I still think that the market's going to be reasonably buoyant. We're still getting inquiries. And again, it's limited on the pretense of what we're normally used to. But there's still activity.
Okay. So it's still good. Like here in the U.S., what we've had is basically it's been properties based. It's been a seller's market. We have low inventory right now. Is that the same in the UK?
Yeah, I think in the main to what's happened in the last couple of months, then I will turn around and say it has been basically a seller's market. Okay. And people have been getting, very good prices. But I think you'll find that will change slightly when people come back. I mean, when we come back to normality, I think you'll find that people are going to be a little bit more realistic. And if people are realistic on selling, it's going to be realistic on their next purchase as well. So right. I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. No. I think that will help the market, and also the government, in fairness, we've got quite a few different schemes over here to help first-time buyers and second-time buyers. So, as far as we're concerned, I don't think the market's going to be affected in that sense. You might find that the market has gone down a few percent, but we're certainly not going to be looking at 5 or 10%. I don't think so. Okay.
Well, that's good to know. That's really good to know. We're just trying to figure out where the market is going. It's going to be a new normal for all of us as we move towards the future. So are you seeing, I guess, with the listings that you currently have, that the sellers are the ones that's showing the properties right now? Is that what you guys are doing over there?
They are in the main at the moment, yes, because again, what we would do is meet the party at the house, but let the party walk into the house and look round, and then they would come out and speak to our sales representative to say, if they like it or they don't. I mean, as you know, you can't force anyone to buy a property. The fine line is either interested or not interested. Right. So, you might get parties that do go back for the second or third time. But that's really just to refresh their memory. So when you walk into a property, I think most people know if it's the right feeling or not. Right. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think as a real estate agent, I never treated real estate as a sales position, because you're really not trying to talk someone into actually buying a property. It's like you said, they either like it or they don't, That's right. It's not, I totally agree with you, because we all know, I mean, you can show a party around 5 or 6 houses and they might say that they're interested in 2 out of the 5. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, again, they might go and look at through 10 other agents and have 2 properties that they sort of reduce down to their best 2. But it doesn't mean they're going to buy off you as the agent. They could be doing that with all the agents. Right. So there's a lot of agents and a lot of competition in our town. So, and I think you'll find that now even more so with the online production of the agents that are about. It's quite competitive. It is competitive. So there's a lot of online businesses, is what you're saying, as far as the real estate is concerned right now? It certainly is in the UK. Yes, there's been a lot of companies that have started and invested a lot of money, not just in the businesses, but in the media, on TV. Purple Bricks is a big company, which you've probably heard of. They do quite a lot of business over here. But again, it's still not the personal contact. When we were back to more normality, I wouldn't, if I wasn't in the business, I would expect somebody, as I said earlier, to do the work and show someone around my property. That's what they get paid for. So I think these online ones, although they're a lot cheaper, there still isn't that contact and the sort of sales process, the sales procedure of making sure when it goes to the offer, to being tied up with being agreed and being tied up with the lawyers, it's still got to be completed by being chased through to completion. And you as an owner of a property, I don't think would want to do that. It takes time. It takes time out of your normal day. And to be honest with you, most people are very busy. Right. Totally makes sense. Yeah. So it does make sense. Have you seen the prices gone down any
in the past couple months, or it's stagnant?
I think there's a lot of talk of prices going down, and there's a lot of talk of surveyors, certainly over here in the UK, are meant to be probably valuing slightly under what they were a couple of months ago. So, and I think that may happen.
Okay, so it has started to go down. Okay.
I think it has. I mean, from my point of view, I'd like to say that it will be a level plane, but what we don't want to do is, in any business, you don't want to talk the business down, because people are going to be scared of. But it's all relevant. If people are going to sell at a high price, they're going to buy at a high price. If they're going to sell at a realistic price, they'll get a realistic buy. So it's all relevant, really. So I don't think it matters too much. I would like to say and see the market to be as a level plane, so everyone's got a fair chance of starting where we finished off, basically.
Right. That makes total sense. And it's, people have to move no matter what. People are going to be moving. They're still going to be buying. So
definitely, I agree. We just hope that when everybody's back to normal, that as we've said, all around the world, that everything starts to take off again and everybody's busy. That's fingers crossed.
Yes. We're definitely looking for things changing and moving back to normal. It might be a new normal for us, something I've been saying, new normal, something that we're not used to. But we will be back to, going back
Definitely.
to what our normal is right now is just, I guess, in our head, what we think, what normal is just going to be changed, so, but we'll work with it and get around it, and that's what we are, right?
We'll muddle through, and as I say, it'll all come out good in the end. It's like I've been based at home now, as I say, for the last 5 to 6 weeks. The good thing is I'm still doing land deals. The good thing is there's still people out there buying, and there's still developers basically putting their money where their mouth is. I have personally not had a very good time, because I've lost 3 family members, 3 uncles recently.
I'm so sorry.
Which has hit my family very hard, and it's been devastating news, certainly for my mother, because it's my mother's side. Her family parents had 12 children, 8 boys and 4 girls, and my mother's one of the girls, and 3 of the brothers have passed away, but they're the youngest brothers, and it's tragic. It's really is tragic.
Sorry.
So,
this is recently.
This is in the last 4 weeks, yes.
Wow.
The brother that went in first, David, he's actually come out of it now, and he was the first person to go in with COVID-19, and he was the first person to come out of COVID. And would you believe all the nurses in the hospital were clapping him out? So he's made a miraculous recovery, really.
Wow.
But yes, my family's been hit quite bad. So I'm very stringent on what the government rulings are at the moment, and I just hope that there's more people adhering to the guidelines, because if not, there's going to be, I would say, a repercussion of this, because they believe that the virus doesn't take very well to the heat, but would be susceptible to the cold. So I think everybody is waiting for the vaccine to come out, because I think everyone will need to take it. And I just hope that it doesn't affect a lot more families like it has ours. Right.
Lots of prayers. Hopefully they come up with something quick. And I know there are a lot of companies out there that's just kind of, in competition to see who comes up with something or a vaccine faster than the other, which is great,
Yes,
and it's all around the world. So
definitely. Well, fingers crossed that we'll all come through this well, and be positive and get back to what we keep saying, normality.
Right, we will. Yeah, just keep positive, all the positive thoughts, and we will get back to normal. Thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate
Pamela, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're busy. You're in the UK. We're in the US. I don't know if you want to share your contact information with us or not. It's up to you.
No,
you're all around the world there, right? You do business all around the world?
We did have an international department, but to be honest with you, because of what's happened economically lately, we've sort of slowed that down. So we're really concentrating at the moment in the UK.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing at the moment. So yeah, so it's as I say, it's busy, and just hopefully it carries on like this.
Okay. John Taylor from the UK, everyone. Thank you, John, so much for being with us. Just wanted to say, you guys, we are here for you. There's so much going on out there right now. You're in our prayers, you're in our thoughts and prayers. Sending lots of hugs. Pam DuBois, Dream Real Estate TV. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.